Hi everyone, this is Narayana. Today I am going to discuss select operator in Linq. This is continuation to previous video, part 4, aggregate operation in Linq. Please go through previous video before going through this video. What is projection operator? Projection refers to the operation of transforming an object into a new form that often consists only of those properties that will be subsequently used. We are going to discuss select operator in two ways. One is query syntax, second method syntax. We'll discuss program through Visual Studio, launch Visual Studio and create console application. First program is select class to project the first letter from each string in a list of strings. Create list of strings, list of string, lst is equal to new list of string. Here provide variable m as words and add the values. Now this list contains these all the words. Now we need to get first letter from each word using Linq query. Write SQL form of query. Declare variable where query equal to from word in words select word dot substring of 0, 1. What it means? Here this variable contains all the values. From that variable we'll get each word and we'll get first letter of each word using substring. Let us print the values. Here we are using for each loop. For each string s in query console.writeLine s. Execute the program. Control F5. Here we are getting first letter of each word, like here from this one A, D. We'll debug this program to understand flow of execution. F11. Here words contains all the values. Here we wrote the query. Now we are getting first word as an. From this word we need to get a letter. So here we use substring of 0, 1. That means start from index 0 and get one letter. That means we'll get first letter. F11. Here first letter is A and print the value. Here A printed. F11 and print the value. The value is A. F11 and it will continue. Here output is D. Now we'll write method syntax. Console.writeLine where query2 equal to. Here we are writing method syntax words dot select word such that word dot substring of 0, 1. Here we followed method syntax. That means here words contains all the words. So from those words we need to get first letter using select class. Here we use lambda expression. First we'll get first word. From that word we'll get first letter using substring of 0, 1 and print the value for each string s in query2 console.writeLine s. Print the output. Control F5. Here we are getting same output using query syntax and method syntax. Now we'll write one more program. Create list of integers, list of int scores equal to new list of integer and add the values. Here we have values. We need to get the values, that values greater than 80 using Linq query. So here we are writing two types of queries. First one is query syntax from score in scores where score greater than 80 select score. So here where method returning enumerable of integers. So we need to store the output in enumerable of integers. Declare a variable enumerable of int result 1. So here scores contains all the values. From those values we'll get one by one value and show into this variable. Later here we are checking where condition. So if the condition is true, then we'll select that value. That value will store into enable of integers. Let us print the value for each int I in result1. Print the value console.writeLine I, control F5. We are getting the values 97, 92, 81. So these values are greater than 80. We'll debug this program. F11. Here this variable contains all the values 97, 92, 81, 60. So here we wrote the SQL type of query. F11. Here first value is 97. 97 greater than 80, true. Then we'll get that value and store into this variable. Here print the value. Here 97 printed. F11. Second value is 92. 92 greater than 80, true. Print the value. Like that it will continue. Here output is 97, 92, 81. Now we'll write the same program using method syntax. Scores. Here scores variable contains all the values. Dot where we'll get one by one value. Here we need to write lambda expression x such that x greater than 80. Dot select x such that x. Here this method returning enable of integers, so we need to store output in enable of integer variable. Enable of int result2 equal to, here scores contains all the values. First we are applying where method on the scores variable and we'll filter the data using condition. Later using select method we are selecting the data and store into this variable. Print the output for each int I in result2 console.write I plus white space. Execute the code, control F5. Here we are getting output as 97, 92, 81 using SQL query, and then 97, 92, 81 using method syntax. So what we understood based on these programs? So here we wrote the two types of queries. One is SQL type of query, another one is method syntax. So here we are using from, where, select clause. In method syntax we are using methods like where method, select method. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.